How are you both today?
Doing well,
Fantastic.
thank you.
It's so great chatting with both of you. I love this film, it was fantastic. So I wanted to ask, I have a two-part question.
Mhm.
Justin, for you, what was the casting process like for the new cast? And for you, Roan, how did you find the audition process?
So when it came to the casting, we casted a very wide net. I really wanted just to listen and just see what people can come up and interpret. I as an artist love to appreciate other artists.
Mhm.
So when we had sides, actually at the time, correct me if I'm wrong, but we didn't even give you lines of dialogue from the movie. I think they were just lines from other movies that were similar. Were there?
I don't know. I think mine were in the movie, but
Okay,
okay,
okay.
wait, no,
But
but not to
anyway,
negate that,
but
but
anyway, at least in terms of the process,
yeah.
what I was trying to find was, for lack of a better term, the vibe. And what that means is, are they embodying the character that I had imagined? But more importantly, when it came to the process, I always gave people a second chance. If they haven't quite nailed it, I would ask them to come back, work with me for at least, one or two notes, see if they're malleable enough and that we can actually have a dialogue. And yeah, I think that to me was what was so powerful about the casting process is to see what they could bring to the table. Because I can imagine perfectly with every iota of detail how I imagine it. But what's surprising and the joy of this job is to actually see a performer embody the character and present you with something special and fresh that I could not have come up with. And that's the dynamic that I really want to pop off the screen is when you really have something fresh. And it could be as simple as a tick or an inflection or simply a backstory that they had imagined. And together working with someone that's so collaborative is what I was looking for. So A was really down to again, did they nail it? Did they nail it ish? And were they willing to work with me and to create something special? And that was the process.
Yeah, and
That's
for me, I
amazing.
mean, it was really fun to kind of, I mean, in the callback, Justin is a very collaborative director. I could feel that through the screen. And even, Zoom auditions are a totally different beast. I mean, I've been acting since I was 8, so I've been doing it a really long time, and I remember, in-person callbacks. But so sometimes the Zoom auditions can feel a little sterile, but Justin made the room, so to speak, feel very warm, despite the fact that he was just there through a screen, which I think gives you, as a performer, the ease to kind of just slide in and bring to the table like what only you can bring. I think that, obviously there's we all want to be chameleons, but at the same time, there's a certain level of your own essence that will come through in characters a lot of the time. And there's no manufacturing that. So if you're relaxed, that can come through. And if it's right, then it's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
It showed across when you were all acting. So,
Right.
Roan, being one of the newer actors, how
Yeah.
did you build chemistry with the cast, especially Noah Beck? And did you get to interact much with the cast you didn't have as many scenes with?
Yeah. I mean, I showed up. Oh my God. I showed up on 3 hours sleep because I was working on another project that was like in a different, we were shooting in Victoria. I was shooting like in a remote part of BC. And so it was very hard for me to like get to, but I really wanted to be at the table read because I knew that I didn't start shooting until like, I think 2 weeks into the project. So I was like, I have to go because I need to go meet everybody. Otherwise I'm going to be going in so blind and that's just never ideal.
Yeah.
So I got up at 3 in the morning, after shooting till midnight and I got on three ferries, to get back to Victoria to go to the table read. And it was honestly so easy because I think Noah is so warm
Mhm.
and personable. And we really, I was super interested to hear about his acting journey and what it's been like for him because obviously this is his second film,
Mhm.
which is amazing. I was very, very impressed by how at ease he is on camera and how just yeah, like how good he is. Um, and um, and I think that yeah, it was easy to build that kind of rapport, despite the fact that we only have these small amounts of time. But we did a dinner. we all went and saw a movie.
Yeah.
We did the table read, and then I went away for 2 weeks and I came back and was like, okay, let's do this thing, which was great. I mean, it's wonderful. And then as for the second part of your question, I got to hang out with most of the cast at all the kind of group things that we did. Sage Linder, who plays Miley, and I live in the same city, so we've been hanging out a ton ever since we
That's
shot the
cool.
movie. I got to take a friend with me, from which is ideal if you come out of a project with like a buddy, which I've made many. So, but yeah, it's great.
That's amazing. And what scene did you both find the hardest or most challenging to film and act?
Well, I don't know how much I can share, but there is I mean, like in any romance, there's always going to be heartbreak and reconciliation. Well, that one scene in the trailer where she says the line,
You're a dream.
you're a dream, but not my only dream. I think really it was a very tough one because it requires a lot of balance. Because you can go too far, you can go not far enough, and making something that's emotionally resonant and authentic is challenging when think of the environment that you're in. We're doing multiple takes, different angles, and to keep it consistent while keeping it fresh and also allowing for the artist to interact and make that scene come to life. It was such a pivotal scene that that was a particular challenge. And that outside of that, of course, anytime you see a big football sequence, that's a huge challenge. Just imagine the logistics of hundreds of extras. We had to do like some little bit of green screen work. We had to do a lot of stunt work, and that's just a logistical challenge, but such a fun time. Such a fun time.
Yeah. For me, I would venture to say it was probably the scene where I have to kind of level with Drayton and have a hard conversation because I think it's always a balancing act of like of being firm but not unkind and finding kind of the the balance of like peer and also figure of authority kind of, but like not exactly. It was an interesting dynamic to have to play with. We worked a lot of levels of it just to kind of have options. So that was great. And Justin's so great when it comes to feedback and giving direction when it comes to those kinds of levels. But yeah, I would say coming into that and not, I think my instinct sometimes is to go like really hard and kind of softening those edges to make sure that it wasn't unkind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were all fantastic. Well, I loved
you.
the film. It was so amazing chatting with both of you, and I really hope we get another film in the future.
We hope so as well. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Fingers
Thank you so
crossed.
much.
Fingers
I hope
crossed.
you
Thanks,
have an amazing
Daniel.
day.